Yeah. Now let's talk about this photo here because I think Suri, do you know kind of what's going on right here?
So yesterday, uh,
So this was
right
just
before,
yesterday,
not
right?
just today, but just to give you some context,
Hmm.
yesterday when we showed up to court, there was a escalated level of security. When you go into the courthouse, you go through security. You put your bag, you take out your electronics, you take out everything out of your pockets. Make sure you have nothing metal. They scan you, they warn you if you beep, and then you go into the courtroom. And that's how it happens in most courts. That's how it happens in Fulton County for everybody, except law enforcement officers and some employees that might be exempt. But us, even the prosecutors, need to go through the screening process. Yesterday, it changed. It went to a secondary level screening. For us to go into our courtroom as officers of the court, they wanted to check our bags. Fuck it, check my bag. I got another height. They checked my bag. They stuck their fingers everywhere. I didn't even know I had that many compartments in my bag. I mean, they showed me some new stuff. I'm like, yeah, I could put some stuff in there now. I got nowhere to put my memory sticks. Uh, that was yesterday, and we felt a certain type of way, and then that happened, right? So that was kind of weird. So it was again another big coincidence. Today, when we showed up, same procedure. They want us to check our bags, but today they got a puppy. They got a puppy who was clearly in the street. The
Wow.
puppy looked thirsty. The puppy looked malnourished. The puppy looked like it was not well taken care of. And her handler was there, and she could not control that dog. I got there first. I had my bag, and they asked me to search my bag. I'm like, okay, fuck it, search my bag again. I got on hide. They want to do a canine search. So this dog is going to smell with the superpowers that he has. And that dog did a positive hit on my bag. And it's 420. Happy 420, everybody. If you
Well,
celebrate, hope you're having a great time. Um, so I'm like, ah, funny. They're trying to do a 420 search on me. And that dog did a positive hit on my bag. And something that your viewers might not know and the public doesn't know is that they have, when a dog does a positive hit, that is probable cause.
mm,
Probable cause to search your car, most likely probable cause to search, to get a warrant and search your house. If a dog says, and when it says, when they do their signal, this dog, their signal is to sit down. So when that dog sat next to my bag, boom, there's something in that bag. And you know what they found? Absolutely nothing. It was a false positive. But you never hear about the
wow.
you never hear about the thousands of false positives. You only hear about the time when they did find a little bit of marijuana or some pills. That was on me. They checked my bag. Again, they didn't find nothing. I don't do no drugs. I support anybody that wants to celebrate 420. Me myself, I just have a tequila here and there.
There you go.
And they did it to all of us. They did it to Miss De Williams. They did it to Mr. Steele.
But the dog sat down on you, right? And where are you from again?
I'm from Mexico, so
Mexico. Oh,
they like.
listen. All
You
right,
know,
but what was it?
I ain't got no plug in Oaxaca. I tell you that.
Okay.
I've been there in a minute.
Not
Uh,
El Chapo here.
no,
Yeah.
no. But they also searched my colleague and my friend, Mr. Anastasios Maneto's bag. And in his bag, what they found was his prescription drugs prescribed to him by a medical provider for whatever ailment he might have, whatever treatment he might have, that is between him and his doctor. And these guys decided to put him on handcuffs because he had his own prescriptions. They charged him with I'll tell you the name of the statute. You might can you which is the statute, D'Angela? Can you pull it up for me? But
I'm going to pull it up.
no drugs not in its original container.
Mm.
Funny enough, that is a crime. It's a misdemeanor. If you get your prescription from Walgreens or CVS, or I don't know if I can say brands in this.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, if you can get them and you get in that little magic bottle, that little orange bottle with the kid-friendly or anti-kid theft device, that's the original container. If you take it out and put it somewhere else and put it in one of those Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday containers, well, that's a misdemeanor. There is an exception though. If it is prescribed to you, it doesn't apply to you. But clearly,
Mm.
these law enforcement officers don't know the law. So they decided to place him in handcuffs for having his own prescription in his own bag after a pretextual search. And then I approached him. I approached my brother and I said, do you want me to hold your property? I don't know if you ever handle criminal cases, Lead, but
Mhm.
when your clients has to turn themselves in, sometimes we got clients that need to turn themselves in for a weekend or maybe even longer, sadly. And like, do you want me to hold your property? I'll
Yeah,
hold
your watch, your jewelry,
your
the
wallet, whatever.
wallet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you know when the car getting towed, you need their family to have their access to their debit cards and whatever to bond them out. And I asked him, you want me to hold it? He said, yeah. And look at him. He's got his hands behind his back. He's reaching for his phone, and he's going to give it to me. And then that officer janks him. So the phone.
Which officer, on the left or the right?
The officer that's holding him, the officer that's standing.
Okay.
Janks him, and then when he tosses the phone at me from the back, it goes and it taps an officer. I'll show you the extent. This is my phone right here, and it taps another officer. So they charged him with assault of a law enforcement officer.
Oh my gosh!
That charge didn't stick. They dropped that. But the current charges he has is obstruction, interference with a lawful gathering. I don't know what damn gathering they were talking about because court wasn't even in session yet. Possession of a controlled substance, Schedule 2, that is his substance. So I believe that he is in great hands. Mr. Brian Tevis is a very experienced attorney, represents him. And I am confident that after all these charges get dropped, there's going to be a nice little lawsuit. And those officers are going to have to get themselves a lawyer. And I don't know where they're going to find a lawyer because I don't think any of us are going to take that case.
Facts. That is exactly right. That is exactly right.